Hello and hi. We from Group 3, Section 2 of Highway Engineering, going to present about the Determination Level Distress Pavement Condition Index. This is our group members, which is Norbertusha Almi, Amira binti Muhammad Sharif, Syedwan Nur Izian, Nur Hafizah binti Muhammad Saleh, Juliana binti Muhammad Sulaiman. Hi, my name is Norbertusha Almi binti Ahmad, AF220064. The introduction of our study is the background of study. The study location is Pahat Johor, Malaysia, a city in southern Malaysia that is known as agriculture and manufacturing industries at Jalan Pasopuri Desa Siswa, Parit Raja, a specific road within Batu Pahat that experience heavy traffic from cars, trucks, and motorcycle. The reason why we choose this location is because the high traffic volume, limited alternative road, and the impact of the residents. The study scope is we must have 1 kilometer stretch. The study focus on a specific 1 kilometer section of the road to gather all the detailed data. The objective is to identify the pavement distress on the road and to perform the pavement condition index. The literature review, the focus area is the geometric design, pavement material, traffic management, safety and sustain. The geometric design, optimizing traffic flow and safety. The pavement, durable, cost-effective and sustained material. The traffic management is integrating intelligent system. Safety, design the features and crash avoidance technique. Sustain is minimizing environment impact. Overall, the highway engineering is a dynamic field, constant improving efficiency, safety and sustain. The methodology is the research point. We must investigate the road distress, cracking, pothole, bleeding on 1 kilometer Batu Pahat Road. The goal is to assess the road condition using pavement condition index. The method is we must survey three and or more than three distress type, measure the distress severity with tools, assign numerical values based on PCI scale, calculate the overall PCI score, and the output is must detail the report with PCI score interpretation, distress analysis, and maintain recommendation. Benefit is quantitative assessment for informed maintenance decision, improve the road service level and infrastructure management. The picture show the human condition index rating. There are four equipment and tools that we use, which is safety vest, digital display distance measuring wheel, tape measure, and cone. The safety vest we use as safety in order to improve our visibility and guarantee safety when working in the road segment. The digital display distance measuring wheel is during this project, our group will measure the distance along 1 kilometer using the wheel. The tape measure is to measure the length of crack, the diameter of pothole, the degree of uh, unevenness or settlement, and the other distress related on their characteristic. The cone is to guide the traffic or to indicate that there is construction work taking the place. Thank you.
In this project, there are several types of pavement distress and PCI tests that we have taken. The first of which is alligator cracking. Alligator cracking, also known as fatigue cracking or crocodile cracking, refers to a pattern of interconnected cracks on the surface of pavement that resembles the scales of an alligator or the skin of a crocodile. Described from a series of small, interlocking shapes that may resemble a grid or a network of blocks. The term alligator is used because the pattern often resembles the rough, scaly skin of the reptile. Second is depression. A depression refers to a localized area where the surface has sunken or deepened below the surrounding level, resulting in a lower elevation. Depression in pavement can occur due to various reasons such as traffic load. Third is land or shoulder drop-off. A land or shoulder drop-off in pavement refers to a sudden change or discontinuity in elevation between the edge of the roadway or travel lane and the adjacent shoulder or roadside area. Four, longitudinal cracking. Longitudinal cracks are parallel to the pavement's centerline or lay-down direction. The types of cracks are not usually load associated.
Next is edge cracking, also known as shoulder cracking or joint reflection cracking, refer to a type of distress that occur along the edges of pavement surfaces, typically near the outer edges or joints of the road. These cracks usually form parallel to and within about 1 to 2 feet from the pavement edge. Next, weathering or raveling. Weathering refers to the gradual degradation or breakdown of pavement materials due to exposure to environmental conditions such as UV radiation, moisture, temperature changes, and chemical reactions. Raveling is a specific type of distress characterized by the gradual disintegration or loss of fine aggregate particles from the surface of the pavement. Next, slippage cracking, also known as surface or asphalt stripping, refer to a type of distress characterized by the separation or loss of the surface layer of asphalt concrete from the underlying layer or base. Next, patching refer to the repair or restoration of localized damaged areas on the pavement surface. It involves fixing specific sections of the road that have undergone distress, such as pothole, crack, or other surface defects. Lastly, joint reflecting cracking, also known as joint reflection cracking or simply reflection cracking, refer to a specific type of distress that occur on pavement surface, typically asphalt pavement due to the underlying movement or shifting of the layers beneath.
Okay, next we go to the data analysis. The Pavement Condition Survey conducted on Jalan Persepuri Desa Siswa, Parit Raja, was a meticulous process that involved inspecting 5 samples, each 200 meter long, in every section. The survey data sheet form was designed to capture any data related to pavement surface distress problem. This includes information on various types of distress such as alligator cracking, pothole, rutting, and others. The data collected was analyzed using various tools and techniques to assess the overall condition of the pavement and identify specific areas that need attention. The survey result could be used to plan and prioritize maintenance and repair the activity, thereby ensure safety and smooth traffic flow on the road. That is for the example for the sample. Okay, next we go to the Pavement Condition Index rating scale. For sample 1, the distance of the sample is 0 to 200 meter. We analyzed that the type of district from the sample is alligator cracking, depressive, lane shoulder off, and longitudinal and transverse cracking. After the calculation, the standard PCI rating scale width of level is 46 and it is poor condition. For the type of maintenance is major rehabilitation. Next, for sample 2, the distance for this sample is 200 meter to 400 meter. We analyzed that the type of this distress from this sample is alligator cracking, edge cracking, and longitudinal and transverse cracking. After the calculation, the standard PCR rating scale with level of service is 40 and it is poor condition. For the type of maintenance is major rehabilitation. Okay, next we go to the sample 3. The distance for the sample is 400 meter to 600 meter. We analyzed that the type of distress from the sample is longitudinal and transverse cracking, edge cracking, and weathering or raveling After the calculation, the standard PCI rating scale with level of service is 78 and it is satisfactory condition. For the type of maintenance is preventive maintenance. Okay, next for the sample 4. This sample is from 600 meter to 800 meter. We analyzed that the type of these districts is patching and utility cut patching, alligator cracking, weathering or raveling, and slippage cracking. After the calculation, the standard PCI rating scale with level of service is 68 and it is fair condition. For the type of maintenance, it is was rehabilitation. Okay, for the last sample is sample 5. This distance is from 800 meter to 1 kilometer. We analyzed that the type of distress from the sample is weathering or raveling, patching and utility cut patching, edge cracking, and joint reflecting cracking. After the calculation, the standard PCI rating scale with level of service is 45 and it is poor condition. For the maintenance, it is needs to major rehabilitation. Alright, after done the calculation from all the sample, the average PCI value is 55.4 and it is fair condition. And for the maintenance, it is need to be rehabilitation.
I'm going to present to you about the discussion of this PCI conducted at Batu Pahat, Jalan Pansar Desa Siswa Raya. So it was divided into 5 sections, each representing 200 meters for assessment. And the first 200 meters, we can find alligator cracking, depression, shoulder drop, and longitudinal or transverse cracking. Which alligator cracking, we can find 4 low spots and 3 medium, and then the depression, shoulder drop, and the other spots. The PCI for the first 200 meters is 46, which is very poor or poor. And then 200 to 400 meters is alligator cracking, which is you can find 2 in low level and 1 in higher level for alligator, 1 each cracking and 1 longitudinal transverse cracking, which the PCI is 40, which is poor. And then for the third section is 400 to 600 meters, which we can find longitudinal or transverse cracking in 2 spots in medium level and then 2 in high level. And then we can find edge cracking and weathering, raveling, which the PCI is 78, which is a satisfactory for this road. And then we also have the fourth sample, which is 600 to 800 meters, which is we can find patching or utility cut patching in medium level, and then 2 spots of alligator cracking, and then weathering and slippage cracking, which the PCI reached to 68, which is in fair condition. And the last sample is 800 to 100 meter, which is in weathering or raveling in high level, and then patching or utility cut patching into spots, which is in medium, and then 1 in a high level, and then edge cracking, which is we can find 3 spots, which is very low, and in low level, and medium joint reflecting PCI of 45, which is poor. So let's continue to the next discussion. For the next part of discussion, we're going to discuss about the method of maintaining the pavement. So there are 3 types of level of maintenance that we find, and the first one is major rehabilitation and preventive maintenance, and then rehabilitation. So we find here there are 8 types of distress that I can combine all into a table. So this is the table as you can see over here. And then for alligator cracking, we have major rehabilitation, a full depth reconstruction or overlay. And then for preventive maintenance is crack sealing, routine inspection. And for rehabilitation, miling and overlay, partial depth patching. And then for depression, we have full depth reconstruction and preventive. Next, we have for preventive is leveling causes spot repairs. And then the last one for rehab is inlay or overlay. For lane or shoulder drop off, for major rehabilitation, we have shoulder reconstruction and pavement widening. Preventive maintenance is a regular age maintenance, periodic set resurfacing, and then rehabilitation is age miling and overlay. For longitudinal and transverse cracking, we have full depth reconstruction, joint replacement, and then for preventive, we have crack sealing, routine inspection, and for rehab, we have crack filling, joint resealing, partial depth repairs. And then the fifth type of distress we can find here is edge cracking, which is the first one for major rehab is full width reconstruction, shoulder improvement, and then for the preventive is sealing crack, and then routine inspection, also miling and overlay, joint repairs for rehab. Weathering or raveling, we can find major rehab is resurfacing overlay, and then for preventive is seal coating, routine inspection, and for the rehab is miling and overlay, surface treatment. The sixth, which is patching and utility cut patching. So for major rehab, we have full depth reconstruction in affected areas. For preventive is regular inspection and timely patching, and then for rehab is patching and overlay. The seventh is slippage cracking, which for major rehab we need full depth reconstruction, and then for preventive you have timely resurfacing, friction cause application, and then miling and overlay for rehab. And the last one is joint reflecting cracking, which is we have major rehab for joint replacement, full depth reconstruction. Next, for preventive, regular joint inspection, joint sealing, and the last one is joint repair, partial depth repairs. That's all for discussion. Let's go to the conclusion. Let's head to the conclusion. So for the PCI towards the whole report is a 55.4, which makes the fair level for road condition but emphasize need for rehabilitation, and then informs proactive maintenance to prevent long-term deterioration, aims to prevent increased maintenance caused by addressing declining condition, advocates timely intervention for preserving road infrastructure, emphasizes cost-efficient maintenance to avoid higher expenditure from delayed repairs, highlights role in ensuring road safety for the community. So the Pavement Condition Index evaluates act as a preventive measure protecting commuters and pedestrians. Advocates judicious resource allocation for road quality, safety, and longevity. And then next is stresses economic rationality and prioritizing public safety, promotes a proactive approach for sustainable and reliable infrastructure. So that's all from me. Thank you.